MonsterJams.com.
Hello everyone, and we are finally back. I'm Kathleen Khoradi, and thank you very much for tuning in to Chilling with Kathy. Now it is our first show from the long break that we've taken, and how fitting is it to have such an awesome guest with me today. She is a producer. She's a radio co-host. She started her journey when she produced and co-hosted with Mo Flava on YFM. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You
right?
know a lot.
I did my research with Mo Flava, and then she went to Radio 2000. She also produced SABC 3's 3 Talk with Nolene Mohalana-Sangmo, and now she is producing Real Talk on SABC 3 with Azania. Tsheko,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I'm great.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you
love this
for being
coffee
here.
shop.
It's cute, right?
As soon as I walked in, I was like, oh, it's so pretty. I want to live here.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
It's very cute and warmly as well. You look great. You look like you're in a great space.
I don't feel it. Like,
Why?
I feel like I could do more of an effort, but you know, my job is very hectic. Like,
Yeah.
I literally have no time for my.
Okay, so before we get into work-related issues, tell us a bit about your childhood. How were things for you growing up?
I had a pretty cool childhood. I grew up in Soweto, DK, Zone 5. That's where I grew up, and it was pretty cool. I was the only child for about 9 years, and I had both parents living in the same house with me. Very loving home, and it was cool.
Yeah,
it was a cool childhood.
Okay, and now the media industry. When did you find that love for it? Have you always loved it growing up, or along the way you were just like, I think this might be for me?
To be honest, it happened along the way, because for a long time, look, because my dad was a musician.
Yeah,
he was a pianist and a keyboardist for the African Jazz Pioneers back in the day. And then, like, I used to like travel a lot with him. When Gibbies was still there, you know, he'd sort of carry me around to rehearsals and other jazz clubs around Joburg. So I was exposed to music quite a lot. So I thought I would probably end up there, because, you know, he put me in piano lessons, and then later on I did violin for many years. So I thought that's possibly where I'd end up. And then in high school, I knew I was very good at history and art, you know, those sort of humanities subjects. And then I thought, okay, this is possibly the route then. Maybe I should get into advertising. And then I fell in love with this idea of, you know, becoming an art director. So then I went to advertising school. That didn't work out for me. Not quite.
You changed your mind real quick.
Not quite. So and then I changed, because another thing I was really good at was creative writing in school. So I decided, perhaps let me try journalism. Maybe I could work in a newsroom. So I enrolled at a journalism school, did journalism. That turned out pretty cool for me. And then during my third year, that's actually where Mo and I went to the same college. And then during my third year, he was like, dude, YFM is looking for a producer. Would you be interested? If you are, let me know. And then I can tell the bosses to get in touch with you. And then fast forward, that's how I got into YFM, did that for a couple of years. And that's basically how I ended up being in media. By complete chance. I thought I was going to be some artsy-fartsy art director at
somewhere, you know,
or something. Have I always known that I wanted to be on air? Not necessarily. I thought I was stronger as a producer. But as the years went on, I think it was when we were doing the breakfast show, I realized that I really enjoyed being on air. And then at the same time, I was doing the training slot on YFM as well, 3 to 6 a.m. So then the bug was like slowly biting, and it was getting quite strong. And then that's when I realized, no, actually, I want my own show. I want my own show. I think I can do this. And then, luckily an opportunity at the SABC at Radio 2000 came about, and that's how I got to fully explore that as much as I wanted to.
Now you've been in this industry for 10 years or more. Is it 10 years?
It's 10 years. It's actually 10 years.
Gee whiz, how are you able to keep that longevity throughout the years? Because obviously there's challenges that you faced along the way. How were you able to do that?
I don't know. No, you're right. It is quite a tough space. But I think just really minding your own business, knowing why you're doing what you're doing, and just focusing as much as you can. I think also working behind the scenes kind of helps.
Okay.
You know, in keeping you fresh, keeping you as relevant as possible. Because sometimes if you do stuff in the entertainment industry and it's too gimmicky, after 2 years it's like
it dies out.
Whatever, yeah. So I think maybe because I specialized for many years in production, that kind of helps, because it affords you that opportunity to move from one production to another, to play around. For example, I'll give you an example with me. I didn't just do sort of entertainment related stuff. I then ventured into talk, which then helps, you know, because then it just keeps you in longer. It helps you to challenge yourself, to try new things, and then as the years go by, you realize, damn, I've done
a whole lot.
Done quite a few things.
Yeah.
And then of course then television comes in, and then you do that, and then, you know, so that's how I kept the ball rolling.
Okay, now speaking on television, how was your journey with Three Talk? How did that start, and how did it go in terms of your growth as well?
Yeah. Television was amazing. I'm so glad I did it. It was in 2012, and I remember I was producing at that time for another presenter on Radio 2000.
Okay.
This was before I got my own show on Radio 2000. And I called a friend of mine who's worked in television. I was like, I'm feeling so bored. I'm feeling so bored. Like, I'm writing for a magazine during the week. Like, I'm usually done with the articles in like a few hours. Yeah. And then I produce radio, but I need something more. I need to do more with my life. And then he said, why don't you just do television, dude? Like, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, why not try it out?
What are you waiting for? So and then he just recommended that I send Urban Brew an email and just tell them that. So that's literally how it happened. I just sent Dani Ferreira an email, and his secretary got hold of it, and he's like, I'll pass your CV on to one of the productions. Yeah, let's see if they're interested. And then that's how I got in. And then Nolene's people called me, and then I went for an interview, and she liked me, and then that's how I got in.
The reaction when you got the news?
I was ready to take off my heels and roll on the floor. Yeah. I was so excited.
I can imagine.
And I think I was 26 at that time, so I was very excited. It was new. I was still very hungry. I was like ready to go in. You know, I didn't even ask how much I'm going to get paid. I was so excited. So I just went in and I gave it my best, and it's actually some of the best work I've done was on that show.
Great stuff. And it was a huge success, I must say. It was a huge show, a huge success. Ratings were also pretty great.
Yeah, and it was just an amazing learning opportunity. You go in there, and I'd never done television before that, but content I knew how to produce, I knew how to write. So I was very confident in the stuff that I knew how to do. So I went and did those well. And then all the other stuff with regards to camera and content direction and the control room, I learned along the way. But
now you do say you've got an entrepreneurial spirit. You have a company.
I have two. Yeah.
Two companies.
2 in different spaces.
Tell me a bit about those.
Okay, so I've got a communications company that I'm running with a friend of mine and a very good business partner, Sabc. And we basically focus on events and campaigns. Okay. Our media careers are very important to us, but we are also essentially communicators. And so we started this. I mean, there was a time when we were just doing it and we were just helping out. You know, people just needed us to write a press release here and there, or use our contacts here and there to get them some publicity. And we decided, no, let's formalize it. Okay. You know, it is taking off. Instead of us just doing a little bit here, a little bit there, let's actually start a company that focuses on events and campaigns and take it from there. So we made it official this year. So it's called Dishala Communications. And my other company is it's coconut bowls, so it's called Coconati, and it's you know, we sell bowls online on Instagram, that sort of thing. And it's just about having fun with your food, eating simply, eating as healthy as possible, and that's it.
Okay. And how's your journey though through the business space?
It's really cool. I really I'm grateful. Social media has made it a little bit easy.
I know you're not big on social media,
No.
so I'm actually glad to hear you say that.
But it has, I definitely can't say that there's been anything else that's miraculous that's happened.
Okay.
I feel like social media has helped to put it out there, because I literally just post and people just like the product, and then it just goes that way. But I do need to be a little bit more active.
You do.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people are like, but why?
Why? You are so quiet. What's happening?
I am quiet.
All right, and now where?
I think I'm too like, maybe. I don't know.
You don't know what to post?
I don't know what to post. I'm just not good with this space, but I need to post a bit more.
You do. But you're trying these days. What's that, Masim? You
Next one post every 6 months.
Yeah, you try. So where's you from here?
In terms of
radio, TV, your business. Where do you see everything going?
I'm terrible at 5-year and 10-year plans, because I'm always changing my mind.
Yeah. Then you always want to.
I can decide 6 months from now that I actually don't want to do this anymore. I want to go live in Bora Bora somewhere and work from my laptop. That's just my personality, and I've learned to embrace that. But if I were to think maybe a little bit more short term, definitely to grow my businesses, see how far I can get with television. So that's what I'm doing for now. I really do want to do a little bit more with radio. I feel like I'm not done.
Yes, you still see
I want to do
beyond.
I definitely want to move more into the talk space. I did do talk radio for a little while. It was like a little stand-in opportunity, but I really fell in love with it. So I think in terms of, in fact I know in terms of radio, I'm going to move into the talk space.
Okay. Now you've interviewed a lot of legends in the game as well. Hugh Masigela, Tamia, Kefa Siminya. How was that experience?
Girl,
of course.
You did your research.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's great to... I really love conversations.
Yeah.
I love knowing about people's journeys. I love just knowing, like you make reference to Hugh Masigela, such an amazing man, and it was great to work with him on both radio and television.
Yeah.
He was always funny. There was always something to share, and you just realize that they're just people. They're just like everybody else. But obviously, just the way in which they've moved through life has made them a little extraordinary in terms of their careers. But I just love finding out, what it is about their life journeys that has made them the people that they are.
Yeah. Tsheko, thank you so much.
Thanks,
You've been an absolute pleasure. All the best.
It's awesome to know you, and I think you're just one of the kindest people. You're so genuine, you're so sweet, and this industry is full of mean people.
Yeah.
And they it's almost like being bitchy. It's like the thing, and that's how you get successful. And you're none of that, and you're beautiful and successful, and all the best with your channel.
Thank you so much, Tsheko. Thank you. And now, if anyone wants to reach you on your social media platforms, there goes the eye rolling.
Okay, on all platforms, it's Tsheko Mosito. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, it's Tsheko Mosito, and I promise I'll be more active.
Please do.
For my own sake, I'll share a bit more.
Yes. Thank you so much, Tsheko.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you very much for tuning in. Please make sure that you subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I will see you again next week. Mwah.